Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the latest tech, and in this video I'm not really going to talk for too long about the topic, but I do have to give my final rumor roundup regarding the Apple September 12th media event. Now, we got this invitation about a week ago, and we definitely saw the big clue in the invitation that showed us the shadow of a 5 from the number 12, which was actually quite interesting because what we had going into this event was the idea that following the new iPad, or the iPad third generation, that the new iPhone would be called the new iPhone, and it apparently will be called the iPhone 5. Now, getting on to what the actual phone will be like, we're expecting to have a 20% thinner phone altogether. So pretty much if you look at your iPhone 4 or iPhone 4S right now, you can take that metal band that all the way goes around, and that's probably going to be the thinness of the new iPhone, which is actually incredible. Going on to the back, we're expecting to have a two-toned aluminum back. Somehow, in some way, it's going to look pretty interesting. Nobody really knows exactly what it's going to look like, but it is expected to have some sort of two-toned brushed aluminum back. Getting on to the insides, people are saying it's going to have an A6 chip, which I personally think might happen, but Apple might go down the route of adding that Apple A5X chip that we saw in the new iPad, which is actually pretty powerful. But don't be surprised if you see Apple unveil the A6 chip at this event. Now moving on to the screen, which is probably one of the biggest features with the whole iPhone 5. And we actually saw some people that took the image from what they put on the center that they're using for the San Francisco event on Wednesday. That image that they put on the building, if you kind of compress it, it looks like a bunch of iOS apps. So it's a bunch of iOS apps stretched, which kind of gives us the intention that it's going to be a stretched screen, or at least a bigger screen. So what we're expecting is that 4-inch screen that's expected to go up, not necessarily out and up. So with that, they're expected to move the FaceTime camera from the left side of the earpiece to right above the earpiece. And what a lot of people are asking for, and a lot of people are kind of rumoring, is that we might be seeing a FaceTime camera that supports the 720p HD video. Now on the bottom of the device, what we're expecting is that new 9-pin dock connector. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I have in the past. You can watch my previous videos if you want to hear more about it. But to make a long story short, it might be MagSafe. It's going to be a 9-pin dock connector, and it's something Apple hasn't changed for over 10 years. So it's going to be pretty interesting. Now, the one thing that we really don't know is what the back camera is going to look like. Now, what Apple did with the iPhone 4S is they came out with that 8-megapixel 1080p HD video with all new optics. And if they use that same camera in the iPhone 5, it's necessarily not going to fit in the rumored thickness of the phone. So Apple might have to, or might have already, redesign the camera to fit in this new 20% thinner iPhone. Before I do let you guys go, I do want to give my final predictions on whether or not Apple's going to include iPod refreshes at this event. And to make a long story short again, I'm going to say yes. Whether or not it's a big update to these iPods, we haven't seen many leaked parts, but we have seen a couple leaked rumors here and there. I do believe that they'll be at least updating the dock connector on the bottom to that 9-pin that we've seen rumored for the iPhone 5. So again, I want to thank you guys for watching. I'm Jacob from The Latest Tech, and I'll catch you next time.